Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about what U.S. debt means to you. We've been talking a lot lately about U.S. debt, and it's led to a number of questions from people who are curious why they should even care about the debt, and how it would affect them if the U.S. runs up too much debt. Some were just curiosity, some were nice, and some were not so nice. Here's an example. I've heard about the U.S. debt my entire life. It's always doomsday predictions, and nothing ever happens. I don't see why it matters. Who do we actually owe the money to? Can't we just print more money? This just seems like something the U.S. shouldn't have to worry about. Just borrow the money. I just want European-style social programs to be funded. It just seems like Republicans treat the debt like they treat the homeless vet population. They only bring it up when they don't want to help somebody. I'm tired of playing along with them when I don't really get it. This one covers most of the questions asked by people. Sorry, it's not a snarky one. I know y'all find those more entertaining. You've heard about climate your whole life too. This is similar in more ways than one. One is that many people have succumbed to normalcy bias, where they think, well, nothing ever happens, and how it is how it will always be. But it's also similar because of cascading tipping points. I had no idea I was going to make this video when I did the deep dive on tipping points over on the Roads channel. Just a happy accident. Who do we owe the money to? The money is owed to U.S. citizens, investors, foreign investors, countries, etc. When you hear me talk about the bond market, the investors there, individual and institutional, are who the money is owed to. Can't we just print more money? That's generally inflationary. Increasing money supply beyond increases in production leads to people having money to spend, creating high demand for products and services. If production hasn't increased, you have high demand and low supply. Therefore, prices go up because companies can charge more. Can't we just borrow the money? Investors have to buy the debt. Eventually, they won't because it's seen as a bad risk. The interest demanded to loan the U.S. the money goes up. The U.S. can get away with a lot of debt because until recently, we were seen as an incredibly consistent and stable economy. But that's getting shaky now. You've heard me mention a bond market collapse. Eventually, it'll hit the point where investors won't think the U.S. is a good risk. Just like somebody getting turned down for a car loan. This is where the cascade starts, and it starts to matter to you. Interest rates would rise on everything. Houses, cars, the loan your boss takes out to make payroll, and so on. The dollar weakens. This leads to an economic slowdown. That means less hiring and less production. Our GDP falls and tax revenue declines. The debt is now even a worse risk. We've hit a doom loop. This eventually leads to government default. When that happens, cuts to the programs you want are steeper than anything in the bill. You want European-style social programs. Denmark, Sweden, Norway. Got it. Those countries have something else in common. They all have a debt to GDP ratio with percentages ranging from the high 20s to low 40s. The U.S.? Well, ours is 120% or so. The solution here is a combination of increased taxes on the super wealthy and higher wages for workers. That's how you get the programs you want. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.